Come on. Come on, play the game. Oh, no, no, no. God damn it. Shit. Okay. End task. Okay. Ay, ay, ay. I just want to play a Euro PC adventure game. Please make that happen. Okay. Hooray! We got it! Woo! Let's go to the Book of Secrets. Yay! Additional music, images. Let's go to the images. Next. Spoilers. Oh no. Look at this weird dude. Look at this concept art. Look at these tree people. Look at this Stark man. Okay. The inventory. Right. This is... I don't want to do this. Let's, how are you?
This came out very oddly.
You don't say.
Way to go, Donald Duck.
It is said that after the
Okay, this is... Let's get out of here. Oh, wait, I have to get to the end.
She's enormous. She's fucking huge. You wouldn't fucking believe how fucking huge. How fucking biggest nun you ever seen. Unfucking believable. She's fucking wicked huge.
Man, I accidentally clicked that one, huh? Okay. Let's go to continue the journey. So, as I said last time, we did a very significant chunk of this game last time. We did chapters 4 through 6. We combined chapters 5 and 6 and did 4 separately. We will now start with chapter 7, which is basically the longest journey's equivalent of the Water Temple. And what we're going to be is we were left stranded.
What the hell is that? Uh-oh, for some reason the story
And
of the
by
bloodthirsty
being
cannibal
left
merman of the
stranded-
Sea of Song suddenly pops to mind.
We need to survive a shipwreck and then find our way to the fabled land of the Flying People.
Hi, do you speak Arcadian?
So we'll just
Guess not.
continue to
Doesn't
play
seem so
around with this
bloodthirsty and
weird head
cannibalistic
thing,
up close, though, does it?
tentacle monster, whatever, what have you.
Hi, do you speak Arcadian?
Actually, I believe you're supposed to
Guess not.
touch it, so
Doesn't seem so bloodthirsty and cannibalistic up close, though, does it?
next time it comes up, I'll remember to touch the head.
I'm a long way from anything. I didn't know the ocean could look so big. Hey, come over here and let me pet you.
Yes, I see some sort of horrible aquatic
like a
tentacle
seal,
monster. My
aren't
first
you?
reaction is to try and pet it. Oh no, it's mer people, but they don't have boobies. Okay. Some of these cutscenes, I do believe, hold up. Some of them not so much. Hey, it's the land of the Gungans. I'm not going to do the Jar Jar Binks voice because racism.
Oh, bloody typical. I told her, she didn't believe me. Girls always disappear on me. Always.
Ha 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 ha. Crow, you're so funny. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We need to look at the drawings and get some sort of
drawing
idea
of a man cutting his finger open
of
and
what
squeezing
these
some
sea
blood into a
people,
bowl
mer
together with
people's
some
deal
green,
is.
mossy stuff. Then he mashes it together and... oh, gross! He dips a black pearl in it and eats it. That's barbaric. Maybe the stories about the cannibal mermen were true after all.
And oddly enough, we will need to do that.
But hey, in the next one, he seems capable of speaking fluently with the creatures that brought me here. I wouldn't mind that, if it could get me the hell out of here.
Okay, let's look at the other drawings over here.
It's a drawing of a man, a human, sticking a strange, polyp-shaped object into his mouth. Ugh! In the next drawing, he seems to be able to breathe underwater. Convenient, if somewhat radical. The walls look organic. And those blue things... I think they're polyps of some kind. They live inside the wall and are part of the structure. National Geographic would go nuts over stuff like this.
You don't say. Let's eat it.
There's fresh oxygen coming through here. These polyps must process the oxygen in the water somehow. That's how I'm able to breathe in here.
Take one. All right, we took the polyp. Let's now put the babblefish into April so as that she can... Oh, hey. Shaky shake.
Oh,
April.
This is so disgusting, but I have to get out of here.
All right, I think now we will be able to swim in water. Yep. This...
They must have built that house specifically for air-breathing creatures like myself.
This level kicked my ass when I first played it. And there's a specific part here that I just, as a kid, had the hardest time with. Right, let's go to this shell. I believe we need to take the black pearl from this.
It's a big seashell.
Open up. Open sesame.
There's a large black pearl inside the seashell.
Got it? All right. All right, so I believe... There's one of these seaweed caves that we need to pay attention to, but not right now.
The seaweed here is so thick and tangled, it looks almost deliberate.
Let's go to the city for now. Okay. Now going to talk to this mer person. We don't know their gender, so let's call it mer person. Hey, how you doing? April, he's standing. You can too. You can stand just like the mer person.
Why did you bring me here?
Why did you bring me here?
Lucky me, I'm stuck at the bottom of the sea with Bubbles the mermaid. There's got to be a way to communicate
I
with
actually
these
like
creatures.
this. The first part of Chapter 7, I like this. The second part of Chapter 7, where we have to basically do, like, the blue crystals from the dig, but way harder. Basically, I like to call it the underwater sundial puzzle. Not so great. Please pick the crystal.
It's a pretty blue crystal.
Blue crystal. Sorry. Okay, so that is first crystal. Sweet. Sorry. Again, sorry.
It's a glowing green substance that's spread evenly across the walls, providing light and heat.
This is like that YouTube TikTok meme where everybody's voice sounds weird. All right, so basically remember where we saw the mural where it explains what we need to do with the black pearl, but basically we need to take this push pin, which I don't even remember where we got the push pin. We got the push pin, from the bulletin board. Wait, I forgot.
It's a push pin.
Oh, do we have to
I
talk
didn't get
through
much out of
all
our
of
first
the...
conversation, so no point really. I need to find some other way to communicate with her.
Or is it not letting me use the push pin on
It's
April?
a spear. A harpoon, I guess it's called in maritime terminology.
It's not letting me use the push pin
I'm
on April.
Wet.
Did I forget the black pearl? Huh. I guess I forgot the black pearl. Oh, I did forget the black pearl. That's why it's not letting me use the push pin. I opened it up, but I forgot to pick up the black pearl. Fiddly. It's fiddly. You skip a step and then the adventure game kicks your booty. So now I think we should be able to use the push pin. No?
Nothing happened.
Did we not see all of the murals? Oh, now she's just stuck. Uh-oh. Hey. Are you just stuck?
It's a glowing green substance. I didn't get much out of our first conversation.
April, are you stuck? She's stuck. Uh-oh. Well, let's go ahead and load our save.
What the hell is that? Uh-oh, for some reason the story of the bloodthirsty cannibal merman of the Sea of Song suddenly
That's
pops to
weird.
mind.
I've never had that glitch happen before. But at least we have only lost, like, 10 hours of progress.
This is all that's left afloat of the White Dragon. I'm either the luckiest person alive or the unluckiest. I'm a long way from anything. I didn't know the ocean could look so... Hi, do you speak Arcadian? Guess not. Doesn't seem so bloodthirsty and cannibalistic up close, though, does it? Hey, you're just...
I'm just going to speed through this.
Ow.
We've already seen all this.
It's a drawing
Oh,
of a
I
man cutting his
saw the
finger open and
bottom
squeezing some
mural.
blood
I
into
did
a
not
bowl
see the
together with
top
some
mural.
green, mossy stuff. Then he mashes it together and... oh, gross! He dips a black pearl in it and eats it. That's barbaric. Maybe the stories about the cannibal merman were true after all. But hey, in the next one he seems capable of speaking fluently with the creatures that brought me here. It's a drawing of a man. It's a It's a
Okay.
drawing, and then it's a drawing. The walls look... I think they're
I'm just gonna speed through this, because, again...
fresh. These... oh, this...
Then old acquaintance be forgot.
They must have built that house specifically for air-breathing creatures like myself. It's a big seashell. There's a large black pearl inside the seashell.
I'm wet.
I'm trying to click the black pearl.
The seaweed here is so thick and...
Okay, let's go to where we left off.
Who are... Lucky. There's... It's a pretty blue crystal. It's a spear. A harpoon, I guess it's called in maritime terminology.
Maybe I need to pick up this spear. Oh, nope.
Sorry. It's a glowing green substance that's spread evenly across the walls, providing light and heat.
Oh, I know what I need to do. You have to go back to the place with air, because this is all water. The blood's gonna... wash away. Alright. That... I still needed to restart because of the,
If this gets infected and I have to chew off my finger to fight the gangrene,
April getting
I'm suing
stuck in that
somebody.
area.
Things I do to save the world. Worlds.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to look away. Boy, I don't think I've ever mentioned this, but I actually have squeamishness. Oh man, this is really hard for me.
I've always had trouble swallowing pills, especially huge golden magical ones. Well, here goes nothing. Ooh.
Okay. Now we can go back and talk to them. I guess the only annoying part here is the fact that you have to go back to this air room. I wish there was a way for you to just do everything in this room. In that air room.
understand what I'm saying?
Yes, we understand.
Weird. I have this nagging feeling in the back of my mind that I shouldn't be able to understand what you're saying, but I do.
You have passed the 2 tests of the Gatherer, Landwalker. Breathing water and speaking the tongue of the Merum. You can serve us now.
Serve you?
You have been brought here to serve us as the Gatherer of Tanyan.
What's Tanyan?
Tanyan is life. Tanyan brings light to darkness and sustenance to our caves. Tanyan keeps the snapjaw from our children and heats us when it is cold. Tanyan is life.
Where does Tanyan come from?
Our gatherers
sounds like a
collect it
cult.
from the caves and shores of the islands, but there is less Tanyan to be found each season, and we need help.
How does Tanyan do all those things you said?
This sounds like a cult.
Tanyan provides warmth and light. It draws the harvest close.
Harvest?
The creatures of the sea that we eat, the golden tail, and the weed-eye, and the sand-eater.
Fish. You're talking about fish.
The harvest, yes, that is what we said. The harvest is drawn to the light and to the heat. But the Snapjaw are clever. They stay away. They know the light allows us better aim with our spears.
Why can't you gather Tanyan yourself?
We do, but we cannot move far from our cities, or the Snapjaw will hunt us and eat us. If we travel in force, we leave our men and children without guard. And we
Get
cannot
it? This
travel
is a
too close to the
matriarchal
islands,
society.
or
The
the
men
winged demons
have to
may
stay
catch
home
eye
and
of
care
us.
for the children.
They leave our gatherers alone, though, so you have nothing to fear.
Who are the winged demons?
Ugly, leathery creatures who defy nature to fly up there in the sky. They are evil and live to destroy
Hey,
our
let's not judge people based off of their physical appearances. That is very close-minded of you.
Don't the Snapjaw kill the gatherers?
Rarely. Your meat is bitter and tough, not soft and tender like ours.
I won't ask how you know that. I think I've learned enough about Tanyan for now.
You have learned nothing, but your training will teach you what you need to know.
Okay.
Are your people called the Merum?
We are the Merum. Most landwalkers call us mermen or merpeople, but the Merum is our name in truth.
Who are you?
Who are you, man?
Who
We
are
are
you?
the queen of the third city of the Merum, enlightened keeper of the Tanyan, protector of the light.
I'm sorry, Your Majesty, I really had no idea you were a queen.
We are just a queen. Our function is to serve the people, to light our cities, provide food for our men and children, and to protect them from the Snapjaw that hunt us in the dark.
Do you know the island of Elias?
Yes, we know the island of Elias. Our gatherers find Tanyan there, and the Merum once had a city in the shallow waters below it.
Can you bring me there?
Until your training is complete, you cannot go gathering. We cannot risk losing you to the Snapjaw, or to have you desert your duties to our people.
Cool.
How long will my training take?
6 cold oceans.
6 years? Sure, that makes sense. Everything in this world takes ages. Do you know where my ship went down?
The vessel you foolishly travel in above the water, it rests not far from the city, just past and beyond the Landwalker's bubble where you were first brought. I think it is dead.
I've been told that you worship an old god who lives in the deep.
How did you come by this forbidden knowledge?
I picked it up on my way here. Could you take me to him?
Okay.
You? No, we cannot. Unless you are Miriam, you are not even allowed to speak of our sleeping god.
Thanks for your time.
We will call on you soon to begin your service. Until then, you should stay inside the Landwalker's bubble and away from the dark waters where the Snapjaw lurk.
See, I didn't have the right level of Dianetics, so that's why knowing about the old god was an insult to her.
Do you need this?
No, it is of no value to us.
Where did you find it? It looks very old.
I believe one of the children found it just outside the city, not far from the Landwalker's bubble, among the seaweed by the rocks. We have used it for decoration in our hall, but you are welcome to it. Consider it a gift, Gatherer.
Oops, sorry. Okay, so yeah, we got to get better Thetan levels. All right. Let's search this seaweed. This is the part of the
Here's
game
another one of those
that
crystals
is
buried
bad.
in the sand among the seaweed. There's an entrance to a cave back here. Judging by the amount of seaweed, it's a long time
This
since anybody's been in there.
sucks. It sucks so much. This puzzle, I know this is going to sound like very ZP, but I was able to play this game without a guide when I was a kid. When I first played this game, I played this game without a guide until this puzzle. And I tried to solve it organically. And I just got to the point where it's like, fuck it, I'll look up the answer. All right, so you might be wondering, ZP, what am I looking at?
This ring is inscribed with the image of fire.
This is fire. This is...
It's inscribed with the
bird.
image of a wave, probably representing water.
Oh no, that's Mayron.
This ring is inscribed with the image of
Pot.
a clay pot. This inscription
This
looks like a
is
huge
a
pyramidic structure with
pyramid.
an eye in the middle.
Alright, so, organically, you're supposed to play around with all of these crystals. And you're supposed to put the crystals on their places so as that the symbols on their sides are pointing to the same symbol on the altar. And I have this burned into my memory because I did not get this. So... Alright, so right here, arrow pointing arrow. Got it? So right here, we need to have pyramid and then pyramid. Now, how do the colors match up? And the answer is, great question. You're supposed to swap these around because they don't all have the same symbols on them. I remember red was here. And I know that fire is yellow because red goes here, yellow goes here. So the colors need to match this. Fire, maroon, pot. Actually, pyramid stone, crystal. So pyramid. Right, pyramid. Pyramid. Okay.
It's a long spear with hooks. Probably a harpoon, then.
So pyramid, water. So I can switch this once to the right. Nope. Water, pyramid. So arrow. God, what was this symbol? This symbol is I don't know. Okay, let's put this here. So arrow, pyramid, whatever. All right. So pot can be here. Now we need to do, oh God. So now we need to match the inner circles with the symbols here. So we've got, oh, right. This is like opposite. So we need to move bird to fish. Fire to red.
This inscription looks like a fish.
So basically, so black is the mountain. Red is the water. No, black is the mountain. Red is the water. Yellow is the fish. And green is the harpoon. So let's move, now we need to, now we need to match the colors with the inner circle shape that matches them. So fire obviously needs to go to water, because water is red. Do I make sense? Does any of this make sense to you? Again, the whatever it is for this version of the game, the clicks just don't want to cooperate. Bird, fish. There we go. Okay, got it. Did that make sense? Did my explanation of how this works make sense? But anyways, this took me hours to solve as a kid.
It looks like some kind of
'Cause
visual
literally,
history of the Maram
you have
people.
to like play around with putting those stones in the correct color, and it takes forever.
According to
Like
this
solve
first
it
tablet,
organically.
oh my god, it turns out the Maram came to Earth inside a type of spaceship from another planet. They're aliens? Not that anything should surprise me at this point.
And also, this
Still,
entire part of the story
They
is
look
oddly
very different
like
back then, though. It must have been a long
it's
time ago.
surprisingly like
The
Dianetics.
ship looks to have been a living thing, according to these drawings. Wait a minute. Could this be their ancient god? One of the dragons? I think it has to be. After they arrived on Earth, their species divided in two. One crawled into the sea, the other onto land. What does that mean? This must be a while
This
later,
is a
because
forced
the Maram
cutscene.
look like they do today. At least the ones who went into the sea do. The other ones?
I believe this is going to
They
be
have
like
wings.
7 minutes long.
If I'm going to guess, I'd say that the ones who went to live on land became the Elation, which means the Maram and Elation are related. In this one, they're living close to each other and in peace. And it seems they share equally in the production of tan yen, which attracts fish for both peoples to eat. Then something happens. War, it looks like, and the Maram and Elation move away from each other.
The bird people and the fish people don't
this
get
last
along
one,
anymore,
tan
and
yen is
April
beginning
Ryan
to
needs to
become
make them make
scarce,
peace.
and the Maram are losing many
It's
of
like
their young
Mass
to the
Effect before
Snapjaw.
Mass Effect.
They fear the Elation, and they forget their common heritage. At the very end, there's a prophecy, I think. The Maram and the Elation joining hands once again. When they do, tan yen becomes plentiful and both people prosper. These tablets tell the story of how the Maram and Elation were once one people. They came to Earth inside an ancient dragon and lived in harmony, producing and sharing tan yen. Then war broke out, and the two peoples turned on each other, which caused a shortage of
Thank
tan
you
yen
for the
and
Spark
death
Notes
of many
version of
Maram.
this
There's a
story
prophecy
summary.
at the end. One day, it seems, the Elation and Maram will reconcile and... It's a circular indentation framed with the image of two dragons biting each other's tails, almost exactly like the markings on my talisman.
Hey, Queen Lady, come here. I solved the puzzle that your people couldn't solve because you didn't realize there was an adventure game puzzle here. I love how a white girl from whatever had to solve a century-old prophecy for your people. Hey.
Talk for a minute.
Yes, Gatherer. We may.
Why was the cave with the altar and the wall painting just outside the city abandoned?
What? Show us this cave. Immediately.
Literally, I just had to fuck around with the seaweed for like a little bit.
I lit the cave by placing the crystal from your palace together with 3 more crystals I found on the altar and moving the stone rings into their correct positions.
Can it be that you are... But you are a gatherer. You cannot be she.
She is the
Ooh.
chosen one.
Who can't I be?
The Water Stiller. She who, by prophecy, will deliver us from strife and unite us as one people. She who will uncover the ancient shrine.
Looks pretty ancient to me.
It was literally right there.
This is the shrine, yes. And you have brought light to the darkness as well. But the other prophecies, you have not fulfilled them.
It
You
was
have not
literally
proven
right
yourself
there.
to be the Water Stiller yet.
It wasn't even well concealed.
How can I do that?
Come back with us.
This part
and
always
we
drove
will
me
tell
crazy.
you.
It's like,
Who is the Water Stiller?
it was right there
She
next to
is of
the
the
apartment you give
prophecies.
to the humans.
She will bring an end to strife and unite our people.
How can I prove that I'm the Water Stiller?
You have uncovered the ancient shrine and brought light to the darkness. But this could be just chance. You must show us the witness you carry of your mission to the balance.
The talisman! Damn, I lost it when the storm hit us.
You must also kill a snapjaw with a spear, and then you will have proven yourself to us. Once you have done this, we will aid you in your quest to make
Can I have
us
the spear
one
now?
people.
Give me the spear.
Where do I begin?
Take this spear and slaughter a snapjaw. This must be done to
Alright, let's
prove
kill
your
a snapjaw.
strength and to prove you are of the
Now,
Marrow.
the circle of life, let's disrespect it by
find the
murdering
snapjaw?
whatever keeps the underwater
If you are the
ecosystem
water
in
star,
balance.
You will find a way.
Again, other than that little puzzle that we just solved, I actually think that this is one of the more compelling set pieces in this game. Yo, I'm fucking Aquaman, but more like Aqua Woman. Alright, so we need to swim over here. Go to the auction room, but to the right. I also just think that this, even though this level is like only 4 screens, I think this is one of like the prettier, more enjoyable set pieces in the game. The Snapjaw.
The Snapjaw's keeping to the shadows, waiting for me to get close enough to attack.
You shall die, Mr. Snapjaw. Pya. Pya, pya, pya. That's it. That's literally it. That's literally... Guys, how have you not done this earlier? I
I
literally
need
just
something
poked
to
it
bring
once.
back to prove that I killed the Snapjaw. This tooth will do just fine. Oh man, that's sharp.
No, I say you just drag
had
the
no
entire thing
idea
into the city. It's like,
Snapjaw
yo,
had razor
bitch, I
teeth.
killed your thing.
If I did, better not think about that now.
Yeah, I fucking killed that Snapjaw. Into the wreck. Hey, it's the talisman. Ah, this Dutch angle. Again, it seems like this chapter is short. That puzzle in the shrine
Wet.
is meant to be... It's meant to require a lot of trial and error by the player. And as a result, you're not supposed to go through that quickly. So that's where the meat and potatoes of this level are. And when I rank that puzzle, it's gonna get a 9. There's no way for you to, like, create a fail state so it can't get a 10. And while it does have a lot of trial and error and it's time consuming, it's not necessarily an impossible puzzle. It's just, there's so little signposting. Like, learning how to talk the Mer language and learning how to, like, swim, like, everything's communicated through murals. I'm still kind of shocked that there's no little hint or, like, signposting for this puzzle here. It's basically, yeah, just put everything wherever.
It's a small niche contain.
I'm wet.
It's a piece of the stone disc. No, wait. It's only 1/2 of a piece. It looks like it's been divided in 2. Strange.
Hey, I bet I know who has the other piece. Okay. So now we need to show all of our wonderful trinkets to the Mer Lady. So I killed the horrible evil monster that, like, literally just required, like, one poke.
Here's a tooth from the dreaded Snapjaw that guarded the shipwreck. Proof of my strength and courage.
I like how she starts to talk like the people in Arcadia.
You have fulfilled that part of the prophecy. If
She
you
used to
fulfill
talk
the
like she
rest,
was a fish out
we
of
will
water, and now
acknowledge
she
you as
knows
the
how to
Water
properly
Stellar.
communicate with all of these fantasy races. I think that's a nice touch.
I've taken from you the object you've kept hidden for generations. It's part of the disc that will restore
is
the
a sentence
balance
that
and save the twin worlds from
April
chaos.
Ryan at the start of the game would not have said. It's like, hey, I found this green
You
thing.
have fulfilled that part of the prophecy.
Now she knows
If
how
you
to properly
fulfill the
present
rest,
herself.
We will acknowledge you as the Water Stellar.
Do you know what this entire level reminds me of? It reminds me of the underwater level when you're in the scuba tank in Knights of the Old
Here's
Republic
proof
1.
of my mission. A magical talisman with the sign of the balance.
And you can get
it
eaten
means
by
that
this
I'm
giant
the 13th
star
guardian
creature.
of the balance.
You have indeed fulfilled all
And if you're
but one
a dick,
of the prophecies.
you can kill the star
You might
creature.
yet be the Water Stellar. We would not have thought she would come in our lifetime.
Good. Then you'll take me to your sleeping god.
I like how the
There
Republic's
is
like,
but one
yay,
more
capitalism.
prophecy you must
Think of our
fulfill.
capitalist interests while we
There's
try to wage
more?
a war against this
Sure,
imperial
there's
empire.
always more. That's the
It's
fun
like,
part
but
about prophecies.
to capitalism, the situation, I
We
have to
must unite our
murder
people once again.
the
But you said you were united.
a
that there's
holy
no strife between
god for an
The
entire
Water
race of
Stellar
people.
will come to bring our people together again, to unite us and save us. This has still not come to pass. Until you do so, the prophecies of the Water Stellar have not fully come to pass.
So what do I need to do?
I think I know now what the prophecies mean when they say your people will be reunited. The Miram are at peace with each other, yes? But you're not at peace with the Elation, the Wind Demons.
They are our enemies.
Right now they might be, but it wasn't always like that. Not according to the carvings in the Temple Cave.
What do you mean?
Once upon a time,
Give love a
long ago,
chance.
the Miram and the Elation were one people.
What? This is heresy.
I'm just telling you what I saw in your temple. This was a very long time ago.
Lady,
and the
you
one
literally
species
saw the
soon
signs
divided
in
in
the
two.
temple.
One sought refuge in the sea, the other on the winds. But both the Miram and the Elation were dependent on the other for various reasons, amongst them Tenyen, which was abundant where the two people lived in close proximity to each other. Apparently, there was peace between your two people for a very long time, but then something happened, something that caused a war to break out. Both the Elation and the Miram moved far away from each other, and ever since then, your people have had a tough time finding Tenyen. I think the only way to save the Miram from a slow death, and the Elation as well probably, is to reconcile you with your, common ancestry.
How can we believe you, Water Stellar? Your words are too outrageous, and the consequences, were you to be speaking the truth, are grave.
If you don't believe me, check out the temple walls. The whole story has been recorded there, probably when you first came to this place.
But what will our people say? What will they think when we tell them they are brothers and sisters to the winged demons?
You're their queen, and so you'll have to
I
make
like
them
how this
understand
white woman is
and
literally
accept their
teaching
heritage. As
these
must the
underwater
Elation, I
mer
expect,
people
and I don't think it will be
that
any
they
easier
need
for them to come
that
to terms with
racism
their
is
history.
bad.
You must go to them, then, to find if our temple speaks the truth, and if they are willing to speak with us like civilized people.
I guess I must. Water Stellar or not. If you don't reunite with them, you will die. eventually.
We will bring you to the shores
Hey
of the
guys,
closest
racism
island, and
is
we will await
bad.
word from you on their answer.
Does this mean you believe me?
You are the Water Stiller. You are prophecy. We will follow your directions and fulfill our destiny. One of our people will bring you to Alais, a night's journey from here. Once there, you will find the Elation and speak with their leaders. If they agree to meet, then we will do so in a place of your choosing.
I promise I'll do my best. Goodbye.
Safe journey, Water Stiller. We will hold on to the piece of the disc you found in the temple. If the winged demons, the Elation, agree to meet us, we will bring the stone.
Chapter 8 is long. Alright, this is...
Debris from another capsized ship. These must be dangerous waters.
Alright, let's do it. I now realize I should have just grouped chapter 6 and 7 together. Because chapter 8 is long. There's two distinct parts of here where we have to deal with the tiki torches. Oh, there's so many paths. Okay, go left.
The top half of the statue depicts a big-mouthed creature. It's a deep hole, more like a crevice actually, caused by some kind of seismic activity. God, it must be at least 50 meters down. The crevice widens out into a huge cave just below, and there's water at the bottom.
God, there's a sound system puzzle. That's right. Ah, right. You have to put the rope on the sapling and then... I might do half of chapter 8. Some of these painterly backgrounds are just really good.
It's the remains of a stone structure that probably fell down here through the crevice. There's a piece amongst the rubble that looks like a bolt or a key. It's intact.
Okay, we got the key. I need to remember that you need to, get this rope back. Okay, we're gonna speed through that. We did it automatically. Take the rope. Yeah, you need to remember to pick the rope back up. I would say that this whole texture is a little hard to detect. Okay, let's now look at this.
The bottom half of the statue depicts a lot.
Statue base. Okay.
It's a triangular hole, like a keyhole.
Looks like a keyhole. Well, I've got a key. Okay. Uh-huh. Left, right, hand. Oh, right. This is a part of the sound puzzle. Fuck. Okay. Okay. I like this game. I think this is actually a really good game. I think that there's a lot of writing and lore building here that is really good. This sound puzzle, I'm just going to tell you right now, we are going to cheat.
It's some kind of giant crab.
Because if you want to play the sound
Sounds like the
puzzle
poor
or
thing's in a
the
lot of
music
pain.
puzzle
Yeah,
legitimately,
the shell does look way too tight. Maybe he's outgrown it. It's the village of the giant
it
crabs.
could literally take
Hey,
hours.
That sounds like a great name for a B movie. Village of the Giant Crabs. It's a big statue.
I will explain why I'm observing and not using this, okay?
It's an old fireplace.
Alright, I believe we need to summon Crow.
April! You're alive! You're here! You're soaking wet! Where did you go? I thought you drowned. I was completely miserable. And the chicks on this island are so prissy. They don't even care for a kiss unless you're all settled down with a nest in your own territory.
Glad to see you haven't lost the gift of the gab, Crow.
Lady, you have no idea how limited bird Twitter can be. It's all, hi this and here I am that,
Bad
all
Twitter.
damn day
Bird
long.
Twitter.
I haven't had a decent conversation
They
in
need the future
days.
before the future.
Well, you're making up for it now.
I never know when you're gonna go AWOL on me
They
again.
knew.
I had a little adventure under the sea.
Oh? I didn't know humans had gills.
We don't. Well, I do. I think. At least I can breathe underwater now.
Cool. Not as cool as being able to fly, of course, but still. Hey, does that mean you're a mermaid?
Hardly. I don't have a tail. What did you do after I saw you last?
Well, it took a while, but I found land. Not this island, just a rock with a couple of trees, basically. But when I went back to tell you, you disappeared. I thought you'd gone bonkers from thirst and hunger and drowned yourself or something, so I decided I'd better find solid ground myself or I'd suffer the same fate. And then I found this place. Nice, isn't it? And the best part is, there are no hunters. Only a bunch of big crabs on the east side of the island and a volcano.
I'm gonna walk around for a bit, Crow.
I'll just stay here and preen myself, thank you very much.
What can you tell me about the island, Crow?
Only what I've been able to see from above. There's a volcano, dead I think, and lots of jungle, and some nice beaches.
I'd like to explore the jungle, but I'm afraid I'm gonna get lost. Any ideas?
Well, I could stay airborne and keep track of where you are. That way I could direct you if... Sorry, when you get lost.
Sounds like a super plan, Crow.
Let's go.
Sounds like a super plan, Crow. Boy, this puzzle coming up. Alright, let's go. ZP, I have bad news. I have gotten the 3DO emulator to work. Yeah, 3DO emulation
The
is
rumbling
not
is
bad.
much fiercer here, and the ground is really shaking. It's definitely seismic. It has got to be emanating from this volcanic mountain. I mean, it looks dead, but it must be about to wake up or erupt or something. Great! After surviving a shipwreck, being kidnapped by fishes, and learning to breathe in water, I'm about to die in a volcanic eruption? Isn't that ironic?
Where's yeah? You see a big Maori carved head, let's just jump in it. Uh-huh. Shapes. Uh-huh.
What a strange symbol. It's a small, eye-sized aperture with a crystal in it, like a lens. Maybe some kind of telescope? It's a statue standing in the ruins of a city. What a strange symbol.
Oh, god damn it, you actually need to take notes for this. So what is this?
It's a statue standing in the ruins of a city.
Ruins. Arrow. I'm not joking, you actually need to take notes for this.
I can see a statue on a cliff overlooking the sea.
Okay, cliff. Is smiley face. I'm not joking, you actually need to take these notes. I'll explain later.
I don't see anything interesting.
Okay, so...
I don't see anything interesting. don't see anything interesting. It's a statue just below a really tall tree.
Tree. Makes me so mad.
I don't see anything interesting.
This puzzle makes me mad.
Somebody's looking back at me. Oh, wait. That's just my eye. The lens is turned into a mirror. I don't see anything interesting.
Okay, we're back.
It's a statue standing in the ruins of a city.
Alright. So you have to basically turn the key to find out what coincides with city ruins, cliff, large trees, and volcano. The mirror signifies the volcano because you're already looking at the volcano. We gotta take back the key. How do we... jungle...
That's one mother of a tree. It's got to be at least 100 meters tall. And what's that in the tree crown? Looks like a man-made construction.
So you have to... This is an annoying thing. You need to observe... For this environment, you need to observe locations before you go into the quick travel system. So this large tree only becomes a clickable fast travel position after you click and observe it. Annoying, let's just say.
The bottom half of the statue depicts a creature listening, while the top part depicts a similar creature calling out. Dried twigs and sticks. Dried twigs and sticks.
Oh, this level.
It's a creature with a big mouth.
Ow! Shh.
Who's there?
Shut up.
I know there's somebody there. I heard you.
Is she gone?
Nope. She's still around.
Shut up, shut up, shut up.
If you won't come out, I'll just
Hey,
sit
did you
down
want
here
a Three
and
Stooges
wait.
reference in your
Sooner
video
or
game?
later, you'll have to show yourself.
Solar eclipse!
Oh my god!
Ah!
I hate this place. I so hate it, I can't even sit down without crushing the natives.
Big person alert!
I was wondering if something was broken, but then I remembered that Dr. Hauser just runs like that. Oh, you need me to take notes? I was confused.
What are you?
Yeah.
What does it look like?
Like I said,
A
this
talking twig?
this first half
We're
of the
stickmen,
island of the
and you're
air
an
people.
accident waiting to happen with your large, ungainly
If you
body
were to
and
do
wobbly
this
legs.
the way the game wants you to,
What's a stickman?
An
where you're taking
unlucky
notes
bugger
and going
doomed
back
to a
and forth and
miserable
seeing
life of stiff
if
backs
different
and monotonous drudgery
parts
in the shadow
convey
of a
music
mother
and
tree.
sound. Fuck
Happy
that.
little
We're
fella,
going to
ain't ya?
cheat.
You have no idea.
So, you guys are stickmen.
That's right. I'm Wick. This is Willow, and that dumb-looking one over there is Woody. And this is our mother tree.
What's a mother tree?
What do you mean, what's a mother tree? It's a mother tree. How difficult can it be? It's our mother, and it's a tree. It's a mother tree.
What do stickmen do?
What do we do? What do we do? What do you mean, what do we do?
Well, the people in this world always do something. Like the Banda dug tunnels in the earth. The Merim killed Snapjaw and covered their houses with Tanyen. You gotta do something.
Hey, it ain't easy being a stick, let me tell you. You got your stiff back and limbs, your fear of fire and water, your 300 years of miserable boredom, and then you have to get planted and raise a family. It ain't easy.
So, you're not doing anything worthwhile then.
Lady, I'm miserable. I'm grumpy, and I got a headache. What do you want from me?
I relate.
Where do the Elation live?
The Elation? The guys with wings? Up in the volcano. There's an old city in there. I think they're squatting.
How do I get into the volcano?
You don't. The road collapsed a few centuries ago, and when traders come, the Elation fly down to meet them. Nobody goes up there anymore.
What's that constant rumbling noise?
Lady, you have no idea what we have to endure.
Yeah, this guy needs to chill.
All day, all night, that noise is just murder. It all started when Quaman, the quiet giant, would you believe that's what we used to call him, was banished by the Orowal from his perfect fishing place to some remote place in the forest.
Whoa, information overload. Let's step back for a minute to fill in the details.
I'm with April.
Who's Quaman, the quiet giant?
He's the scariest human we've ever seen. He stands tall as a mountain and uses whole trees for toothpicks. But he was the quiet type and reasonably gentle for a human. He'd spend his days out by the Orowal village, catching fish and frying fish and eating fish, and looking out across the ocean, dreaming about loose women or whatnot.
What happened to get the quiet giant banished from that place?
Yep.
The Orowal got scared when he accidentally stepped on one of their young ones. He didn't do any real harm, but they banished him from their village nonetheless, and told him to go far into the forest.
Who are the Orlowal?
They're the crab-like creatures who live down by the sea. They're nice people, if a little crabby. And it's hard to understand what they're saying half the time.
Where's Quaman now?
Somewhere in the forest east of here, we don't know where exactly. He went there to get as far away from the Orowal as possible.
So what does all this have to do with the rumbling noise?
Oh, I was getting to that. If you just let me get a word in edgewise.
I just had some questions is all.
Anyway, Quaman is the brooding type. And he takes everything so to heart, he got instantly depressed and went to sleep.
And what is he doing now?
Still sleeping. That's the problem.
But how long ago was it that the Orlowal banished him?
The last full moon, nearly 30 sunsets passed.
He's been sleeping for a month?
He was depressed. What do you want, lady? Once I got so
I
miserable I
can
slept for 8
relate
years.
to a guy getting depressed and
let me tell
sleeping
you,
for
those
a
8
month.
years were the happiest
Oh,
of my
I relate
life.
to that.
I still don't understand what this has to do with the rumbling noise.
See that statue over there?
Sure. What's up with that?
Back when the Dalmari lived on this island ages ago, they put these statues up all around the island so that they could speak with each other.
You're kidding. So they're like telephones?
Tell her what? I don't know what that is. The thing is, these statues are all connected through magic. And when you speak into one, your voice flies through the air and comes out of another statue.
But I still don't understand.
You saw the big head up by the mountain?
Yes?
That's the one they use to talk to everyone on the island, to warn people of storms or to hold evening prayer. It's connected to the statues as well. And Quaman is sleeping right next to a statue's ear.
I get it. Resonance. He's snoring and the deep bass reverberating through the loudspeaker, the big head, causes a resonance that vibrates the entire island. But can't you just wake him up?
We don't know where he is. We're not much for exploring this forest. There's water and fire and monkeys. Monkeys like to play with sticks. We don't like monkeys.
But can't you just, well, send your voice to his statue to wake him up?
There are 4 problems with that. Number 1, all the statues have an assigned symbol, an identifying mark, but we don't know which his is. Second, most of the statues are broken in some way or another.
What do you mean?
Some statues can only talk to certain other statues. Some can't be spoken to, and some can't hear, which makes it very difficult to get a connection through to where you want to send your voice. Number 3, in order to use the statues, you need a key. We don't have it. We don't know where it is.
And number 4?
We're stickmen, lady. What do you think? We don't know much about magic or magical devices. And
what?
we're not too smart, okay? There, I said it. We're not too smart. And when you look at Woody over there, who's pretty stupid by stickman standards, that's a pretty scary thought.
Sorry I asked.
Hi, I'm Willow. Wick's the oldest. Woody's the youngest. And I'm just stuck in the middle, as always. Don't let me keep you. Wick's the boss, as always. Go talk to him.
Hello, I'm
Hey,
Woody.
bada
They
boom,
call me
bada
the
bing.
stupid one, 'cause I'm kinda slow, so don't let me keep you busy. I was born with a big brain, so I can't move as fast as my 2 brothers. I can only do useless stuff like calculations and design, and I play a
Calculations
few
and
instruments,
design
and I'm
are
writing a book on the
useless.
flora and fauna of Elias.
Okay. Okay. So long story short, we took down those notes, right? What is tree? What are the symbols? So we need to set every single one of these statues to the correct symbol that we observed inside of the head. We'll go here. So we'll put this in here. So this is the large tree. So the large tree was S. So we need to have S here, I think.
It's a triangular hole, like a keyhole.
I hate this puzzle so much. The fact that there are symbols that mean nothing. Okay. Now, you also need to send the message. So, ears
It's
and
a creature
mouth.
with a big mouth. It's a creature with
So,
large ears.
where do you want the tree message to go, and where do you want to hear it? Now, if we were doing this legitimately, we would send a message and then go to the big ear and see if we could hear it. We're not going to do that. We're just going to solve the puzzle. So we would have to, like, fast travel to the volcano and see, hey, where did this message go to? Nah, fuck that. So let's go to here. Let's go to the... So we could go to the big head and relay a message by turning the key. And check to make sure that we set the one by the big tree to the correct position.
The bottom half of the statue depicts a large...
But nah, I'm okay. I'm gonna get it right the first time. Oh, I'm an idiot. I forgot to pull the key out before I left. Fuck. I left the key in the statue. Fuck me. I can't believe I did that. I also want to say that it is annoying that you need to pull the key out like this. Okay. Go there. Observe. Do your thing, April Ryan. Okay, so this is the city ruins. So we want the message to be volcano.
It's a triangular hole, like a keyhole.
So we want this symbol here, which is to cliff. Okay. Ruins. And we need volcano. It's actually easier to
I
explain
look like
once
a
we've
real
completed
sailor.
it.
Arr, matey.
Okay. I fucking forgot to pick out the piece again. God damn it. I can't believe I did that a second time.
The bottom half of this. It's a triangular hole, like a key.
Just go. Just go. Alright. Alright. So, this is the cliff. We need, we need ruins on top. And we need so basically you need to triangulate the sound to where it loops. It makes a full circuit between the three locations of large tree, cliff, and city ruins. It's easiest to think of the tree statue as the start and the city ruins as the end. So on top we had the I'm having a hard time describing the sound. We had the cliff symbol, and then on the bottom we had the S tree symbol. So the top part of the tree statue had that kind of like smiley face looking one, and then an S. The S will now loop to the bottom of the cliff statue, which is this one. So we'll have an S, and then we'll have an arrow here, which will lead it to the ruins, and then the ruins gets wrapped to the cliffs, and it just works, okay? Just don't stop looking at me like that. Okay, so that's the arrow. Just stop looking at me weird like I don't make sense, okay?
It's a triangular hole, like a keyhole.
Okay. So now we've done the correct locations. I think that's the correct combination. So now let's go back to the tree.
Hello?
Hello. So it goes to that shrine, which then goes to that shrine, which goes to the head, and then that should aim to wake up that guy.
Wake up!
Wake up! Wake up! Wake up!
Who'll be there?
Okay. Now we need to travel to our new destination. Wait, where's Kwame's? Oops.
Hello, Quamon?
You have to talk to it.
It's your wake-up call, sir.
How long Quamon be asleep?
About a month. I think you should have such a place for it.
What be the use? Quamon be an outcast. No one liked him.
Where are you, Quamon?
That be a secret. Quamon want to be left alone.
Could you please stop snoring?
Quamon be snoring? No one ever tell Quamon he be snoring. But then Quamon always be sleeping by his lonesome. No woman like Quamon.
Quamon, I relate.
Quamon, I'm sure that... You know, it's kind of uncomfortable to be discussing this in a public like this.
Yes, everyone be hearing about Quamon now.
Do you want to talk about your problems? Face to face?
What be the point?
I'm a good listener, and I'd like to be your friend. That'd be the point.
Quamon not sure if he want friend now.
Please let me be your friend.
Why?
Because I'm lonely too. I don't really know anybody on this island, and I need some help.
Well, Quamon be wanting to help, but... Okay. Quamon be your friend and talk to you. My secret place be in the ruins of the old temple by the wells. Follow the stream up from the rock beach and go right where it branches.
Thanks, Quamon. I'll be there as soon as I can.
Okay.
Whoa, you are big. You're just about the biggest person I've ever met.
Quamon be a freak. No one be liking him.
I didn't mean it that way. I just meant... April, you know just what to say, don't you?
From what
I'm
I
sorry.
hear...
I like tall guys. Really, I do.
You be the only one then, because no one else want anything to do with Quamon.
How did you come to be on this island?
That be a long story. Do you want Quamon to be telling you?
Okay,
Sure, I have time. Tell me the story.
Many long moons ago, Quamon be happy. He be working at the Circa in Coruscant, where he be big attraction.
What did you do?
Quamon be the world's strongest man. He be popular. People come
So
to
from
see
what I
him
hear,
from all the Northlands.
The
Some
voice actor for April
even
Ryan
from east of the
had
Bay of Fire.
major health problems.
But then there be an accident. and the Circa tell Quamon
like
to
almost
leave,
immediately after doing
that he be
the longest
dangerous,
journey. I know
and
that
that no one be paying to see
shortly
him
after
anymore.
this game was made,
What kind of accident?
she developed multiple sclerosis.
Quamon's most popular feat be
And then
the breaking of large
after she
rocks
finally
with
got
his
treatment
fist.
for multiple sclerosis,
Everyone
she got
would
like
applaud when the
throat
rock be
cancer.
breaking. Then one day, the Caliph be at the Circa to see the performers. He be saying, Quamon, I hear of him breaking a large rock with his fist.
And so just
This
as
I
she
want
did
to
this
see.
performance,
But my performance be over that day, and there be no
she got
rock to
cancer
break.
and like
So
she
the
came back to
Circa
do
ringmaster
Dreamfall
Oberon,
and then even Dreamfall
he be
chapters, and it's
saying,
like, okay, I'm gonna finally get
"Let's
into
get a
voice
rock
acting.
in here.
And then she had a
Any big
multiple
rock at all."
sclerosis, a relapse.
So they bring in this rock
Which is
that
why some
Quamon
people
never be
suspect
crushing
that
before.
April Ryan's character has been
Quamon
written
not
out
be sure
because they haven't
if it is a
recast
good
her.
idea, because rock can be dangerous when it breaks. But Oberon be saying, this you must do.
But yeah,
The Caliph
this was her
wants
big
to
break,
see
and then
we
just
do
as she
not
was getting ready
disappoint
to
the
like
Caliph
become
of
a real
Coruscant,
full-fledged
or
actor.
we lose our heads. So Quamon break
Double
the rock,
whammy.
and when it breaks,
Incurable autoimmune
What
multiple
happened?
sclerosis.
there be large pieces
then
of rock
cancer.
flying everywhere, and one piece be hitting the Caliph and one his son. The Caliph be not seriously hurt, but his son be unconscious and bleeding from the head. They say to Quamon, run, get away from the Circa and Coruscant, or the Caliph will have his head. So Quamon run, and he get passage on ship leaving that night. When the ship passed this island, Quamon be jumping into sea and swimming ashore. And now he be here.
What happened between you and the Orlawal?
Oh, Quamon be so clumsy, so dangerous. He should not be among people. He be only hurting them. The Orlawal be kind, letting Quamon live and fish in their village. But then Quamon be stepping over young Orlawal, almost breaking his shell. The Orlawal tell Quamon to leave village, to not come back because he may kill an Orlawal. They tell him to go as far away as possible. Quamon be sad because he liked the Orlawal, and because Quamon be having the best fishing place in all of Elias. He loses friends and his food.
What do you eat now?
Quamon fish in these wells here, but the fish that live down there be small and not very tasty.
Would you like to move back to the Orlawal village?
Oh yes, Quamon be wishing that more than anything in the world.
I saw an Orlawal down by the beach, just outside the village. It seemed to be in pain, but I didn't know what to do. Perhaps if you come along, you can help him out and get back in favor with the Orlawal people.
Yes, perhaps Quamon can help, even if the Orlawal do not want him back.
Here it is, the, Orlawal. Can you help it?
Perhaps Quamon can help. Poor Orlawal. He'd be crying for help. Quamon see what be wrong. The Orlawal not shed its shell when time come, and now it be stuck in the shell.
Why didn't the other Orlawal come to its assistance?
Their claws be no good for this work. They be helpless. But Quamon help. Quamon be good with his hands. Quamon be happy. Quamon accept your graceful thanks, sir. Thank you. You be making Quamon very happy. Quamon accept your offer and be grateful to the Orlawal people. Thank you very much.
What? What did he say? Why did you thank him?
Orlawal be inviting Quamon to stay on the cliff above the village. where he can fish again. Quamon be very, very happy now.
You understand what it's saying?
All language be easy to understand. It be just click and clack and clock.
I'm so happy for you, Quamon. Go on, don't let me hold you back.
Alright, that's not the end of Quamon and his of Mice and Men impersonation. Gotta go up there. How
Hey,
goes it?
Quamon, how's the fish biting?
With its teeth, but not today.
Why's that?
Quamon be not certain. The fish always bite before, but then Quamon be having lure. Now no lure, just bait.
What do you need to make a lure?
Quamon can make lure with just anything, as long as it be colorful and not get heavy in water.
You're a real DIY guy, don't you know?
Always be something wrong with Quamon.
That was actually a compliment.
Oh,
Are you happy now, Quamon?
Quamon be happy. He be wanting fish to bite. But if they do not, Quamon still be happy.
Happy fishing.
Thank you.
Alright. Give him the candy wrapper. That is
Could this wrapper work as a lure?
Yes. Yes, with some work. It'd be perfect for a lure. Now Quamon can make one, and hopefully catch many fish.
Alright, now we have to wait for him to catch fish. And in order to wait for him to catch fish, we need to go to a different environment. And by that, let's go to the big trees again with the stick people. Okay, let's go here. So let's climb up the tree. Let's inspect this crossbow.
It's a big wooden crossbow, I guess. I wonder who built it and what it's for. If I could somehow get across to that path on the other side, I'd probably be able to make my way into the Elation village.
Okay. So the stick people have a way for us to get there. Let's talk to them about it. Let's talk to Wick.
Who built that big crossbow in the tree?
I did. Well, I thought of it. And these two nincompoops gave a helping twig on the, manual side.
So they built it, and you supervised.
Yep, but it's not done. There are still a few pieces missing before we can blast off for Luna.
Did you say blast off for Luna?
That's what I said, Luna.
As in the moon?
The same.
You intend to go to the moon using that thing?
Lunar cannon. And yes, that's the plan.
Oh, these
You
guys are adorable.
loonies.
If by loonies
Ha, ha,
you
ha,
mean
ha, ha.
visionaries,
Loonies.
then yes, we are.
How come you're not working on your lunar cannon now?
Because of that infernal noise is why.
But Quammen has moved back to the Orlowal village. He's not going to disturb you again, trust me.
Really? How the heck did that happen? Nah, I don't care. The important thing is we can work again. Thanks, lady.
Okay, guys, go to work. I have to watch this entire... Can I speed through this animation? Nope. Sure can't. Gotta watch these guys go to the tree. Nothing I can do to speed this process up, huh?
Did my lure work okay?
It be working very good. Quammen catch a large, tasty fish very quickly. April be wanting a taste?
No. No offense. I'm just not too fond of seafood.
This not be seafood. It be human food.
What's Quammen gonna be doing now?
Quammen be sitting here until the sun sets. Then he be going to sleep.
And tomorrow?
Quammen be deciding that when he wakes up in the morning.
Man, you got relaxing down to a fine art.
Quammen not be knowing anything about fine art. He be a Philistine.
I'll see you later, Quammen.
So will I. Goodbye.
It's Quammen's fishing rod. I don't figure I'll be needing the rod anytime soon, but I'll borrow the line.
I feel so bad about this. You're taking this guy's...
It's Quammen's fishing rod.
You take this guy's only source of food. His fishing line. And you just leave him.
Can you use this as bowstring for your, lunar cannon?
Let me see that. Oh yeah, that gonna work good.
All right, listen up. I got us what we need. And now we finish this damn cannon. Go to work, people. Give us a few minutes, lady.
The
and
joke
we'll
is
be all
that the
done.
guy who takes credit doesn't actually make the thing. Oh, these public domain sound effects.
It worked.
Canned
Of course
sound
it
effects.
worked, you wood-brained fool. I built it.
According to Wick, it's a lunar cannon. Apparently, it's powerful enough to send a stick man to the moon. Oh, sure, in a Jules Verne novel, perhaps.
Okay, we need to combine the bones with... Yeah, what do you actually... You have to combine the rope with the fish bones and then, like, put it near... Where do I actually put this? Or do I need to talk to them?
Are you done?
Yes, ma'am. The lunar cannon is now ready to be tested.
Well,
Well, what?
are you gonna do it?
Do what?
Test the cannon.
Me? And get myself killed? I think not. But go ahead, be my guest.
I don't think I'll fit in there.
That ain't my problem.
I'll just
now
place
we
the
can-
hook along the bowstring, like so, and let the rope trail behind it. Okay, we're ready to fire.
There we go. Man, April, you've got some upper body strength. Now we gotta do the second part of this puzzle,
There's a slight updraft here.
which is
The wind is channeled through that chasm down there and
the
blown out
actual
and up
flying
here.
people. This is the easier part.
Dust and dry leaves caught in a
So
strong
how do
updraft.
you do this? You need to do the light as a feather, light as a leaf potion. I'm sorry, you need to use the wind potion on the updraft.
That's the last of it, unfortunately.
Ah, this is where you start to simplify. And use the light as a leaf potion on April.
Oh, God, I think I'm gonna throw up. That was so not appetizing. Weirdest thing, though, I do feel lighter. Like I lost 90 pounds. I can't even imagine what people would pay for this stuff back home. Ah!
I think this is a great scene. Hey there.
Human, you flew across the chasm. You don't have wings, but still, you fly like the elation.
Believe me, I'm as shocked as you are.
Are you the Windbringer?
What's the Windbringer?
What's the Windbringer?
It's a prophecy amongst my people.
Of course, there's no escaping the prophecies.
It said that someone not of the elation shall come among us to float on the wind like an elation, to learn our stories, to bring the wind back to us, and to bring us into a new and happier age.
Is that all? You know, I'm starting to forget how simple my life used to be. Family, friends, grades, boys, no prophecies, nobody looking to me for salvation.
I don't understand, Windbringer. You should speak with our teller up in the city. She'll be wanting to see you, I'm sure. We've waited for the Windbringer for a very long time.
Oh,
The teller? Thanks.
No, Windbringer, thank you.
So, the next puzzle we have to listen to people tell us stories for like 15 to 20 minutes. And then we need to answer a multiple choice question test. That's the puzzle for this entire level. Oh, the worst part is we don't get access to the puzzle until we've talked to all of the correct people at least once.
It's an old man, I think. Difficult to tell, since they're all kind of wrinkly. I look like a real sailor.
No, I wanted to talk to... No, fuck shit.
Hello.
Good day, stranger. What would you hear among the elation?
I need to speak with the teller.
The teller? Go down into the city and you will see the castle. The teller, she keeps to the tower. She's old and her eyes don't take well to the sun.
Okay. Yeah, oh geez, this is not fun. That's the child. That's the castle watch. Hi.
Hi there. What you doing?
Playing?
Yeah, what are you playing?
Nothing. My daddy's in the castle watch. He's allowed to sharpen his claws.
Really? My daddy owns a farm.
Yeah? Do you have animals there?
Sure. He has some cows and some horses and...
What's cows and horses?
Well, cows are big, brown, fat animals with 4 legs and white spots. And they go moo a lot.
And horses?
Horses are fun to be around. They run really fast and they can jump over tall fences and they look beautiful and graceful.
I have to
The
talk
best
to
thing
everyone.
about horses is that you can ride them.
I can run fast too. But I can't fly yet. My wings aren't fully formed. When I grow up, I'll fly far away and see everything. I'll go see our horses.
That would be nice. My name's April. What's yours?
Saina, will you be my friend, April?
Of course, Saina, as long as you promise to be my friend.
I promise.
Where are the other children in your village?
Oh, they're in school now.
And why aren't you in school?
Because I'm ahead of everyone else. I'm really smart, you know. I'm the only youngling to have learned the first tale this soon.
Oh,
So
God
some
damn
days,
it.
I get to do what I want. It's a little boring, though. I wish I was in school. At least there I could sing and play and jump around with all the other children.
Do you know where the teller lives?
Over there in the castle tower. My daddy's watching the entrance so that only nice people can get in.
Do you think he'll let me in?
I don't know if you're nice, but you have to ask my daddy.
Why don't you go to school anyway?
Because they say I would just distract the other children who are still learning their first tales. It's not fair. I mean, I get to play by myself and everything, but that's not fun all day. And my mom is working on her pottery at home, and she doesn't want me disturbing her because she might make a mistake. But the day after tomorrow, I get to go back to school because then we're going to learn some more flying lessons. They're always a lot of fun, and I'm getting pretty good at that too.
I bet. I wish I had wings like you do.
Oh,
yes,
God
they're
damn it.
very good to have when you fly.
Have fun, Saina.
Every part of this.
Are you leaving?
Yes, I'm sorry, but there are some things I have to do.
Grown-ups are always too busy.
Oh, fuck this. Hey, animal woman. I like how the fantasy races look like animals, and they aren't these, like, fetishized, humanistic,
Be
like,
careful, don't come too close. I'm almost done with this
part
pot.
animal humans.
Sorry. Are you here to buy pottery? I didn't think traders were allowed up here.
No, I came to speak with your teller.
Really? I didn't know the teller spoke with anyone from the outside.
Fuck this.
You must be a very special girl.
Supposedly. My name's April, by the way.
Nima is my name. Nima of Ta'ama. The only Elation village on Alace.
I like your pottery.
It's our craft. That and storytelling. But storytelling can't buy merchandise or food.
I know a lot of people who live by telling stories, although I guess that's kind of different.
They are lucky then. Not that I don't enjoy making pottery. It's good to feel the wet clay between my claws, to shape it into whatever I wish. It's almost like creating a new life, I think.
Help.
I don't have a husband yet, so I haven't tried. Have you? Do you have a husband and children?
Neither, thank God. I don't think I'm ready for that yet.
I was 18 turnings this spring. I'm ready for a husband, but I've yet to court anyone who could make me soar on the winds.
18, and she's ready for a husband.
Timid.
What about the guard on the road below the village? He's our age, isn't he?
Isom? He's quite pretty. And his wings are big, but I don't think he likes me.
Wait,
he never looks at me or talks to me.
That doesn't
he
mean
already
anything.
has a kid.
He could just be shy.
Maybe
He's
you
just-
could talk to him. Find out who he likes. But don't say I sent you.
He already has a...
Sure, I can do that.
Oh my god, that's
Thank you,
right. You have to
April.
play matchmaker.
Thank you, Nima.
You're welcome, April.
Fuck. Okay. Let's talk to the... Hey. I need to talk to you. Just go. April, go.
Halt! Who would visit the teller?
My name's April.
And what would you with the teller, human?
I'm not sure, but I need to speak with somebody in charge.
The teller is our teacher and our mother, but she will not speak with foreigners who walk into our city. And how, pray tell, did you get here? The road is closed and guarded.
It's got to be my female charm.
It will not work on me, human. Please, leave our village and return to your ship.
Yeah, about that.
Halt! Who would visit the teller?
I'm the Windbringer.
I'm the Windbringer.
The Windbringer? You are not the Windbringer. Are you?
How else would I have been able to get up here? I am the Windbringer.
If so, you must prove that you are of the Elation. There are 4 tales from the 4 corners of the world that you must know by heart.
4 stories.
The tale of winds, the tale of stars, the tale of sea, and the tale of homecoming. I will ask you one question from each tale, and you must answer each correctly, or you
No,
cannot
I'm
be
not
the
ready.
Windbringer. Are you ready?
No, give me some time to prepare.
Then return when you are ready, and I will test your knowledge of the 4
Help.
tales.
Okay. Oh, she was saying Talk to the guard at the front, at the wind bridge. Actually, let's... I mean, we're right here. Talk to you. Okay, there we go. Thank goodness.
Hi,
Hey.
Nima.
Hi, April.
Do you know one of the
Do
four
you know
tales?
one of the 4 tales of wind, stars, sea, and homecoming?
I had to learn the tale of homecoming. It took a long time, but
Help.
I think I got it now. I'm better with pottery than I am with the tales, unfortunately. Do you want to hear it?
Please.
Very well. This is the tale of homecoming, my tale, and I shall tell it in my own words, as told to me by my teacher, in her words, and by her teacher in turn. Moran was a handsome young Elation man with strong wings and a hearty beak.
The story to
He lived below the white cliffs, where the water was salty
the story
and
to
the
your
fish
video
plentiful.
game.
Moran was betrothed to Inara, the loveliest girl there ever was. She was fair and slender
Don't
and
do
tall,
this.
and her eyes were the clearest shade of blue.
Don't make the solution to your
Moran was
puzzle be,
hesitant to enter
hey,
into
talk
union
to
with
these
Inara,
people and then
to become
answer a
her
multiple
husband
choice
and to give her
test.
children. He would always come up with a new excuse for why they had to wait a little while longer. Now, Inara was skilled at pottery, but even more so with stories, and the teller of the village had many times asked Inara to be her apprentice, to learn all the tales, so that someday she could take over as the teller. But Inara refused, knowing that if she did accept the teller's offer, she would never be able to marry Moran, because a teller cannot have a husband nor children of her own. Her refusal to become the teller's apprentice was unheard of, because who could refuse such an honor? But to Inara, love was more important. Her love for Moran was beyond honor, beyond reason. But despite Inara's love, Moran was still hesitant. And then one day he told Inara, I am traveling on a pilgrimage to the far shores. I will be gone for some time, and while I am traveling, and in accordance with our traditions, I will be freed from our betrothal. Not until I come back will the bond between us be renewed. It was not unusual for a young Elation man at that time to go on a pilgrimage, and the bond between the betrothed would often be cut while he was away, to be formed again upon his return. But Inara was heartbroken, because she had thought that Moran would soon want to marry her. When Moran saw her tears, he said to her, Do not weep. When I come back, I promise I will marry you. Just wait for me, and stay with your pots, to make the time pass quickly. And then Moran left on his pilgrimage to the far shores. Many years went by, and Moran had exciting adventures on the far shores. But by and by, he began to long for home, and for Inara, and now he had finally realized that he loved her, and that he wanted to marry her. But when he returned, he could not find Inara amongst the pot makers. He went to visit her family, and they told him that, after waiting for many years, Inara accepted the teller's offer of apprenticeship. And that when the teller left on the last wind during the previous winter, Inara herself became the new teller. Angry, Moran made his way to the teller's nest, and when he saw Inara, he said to her, You promised me you would wait. But Inara did not say a single word in answer. She just turned around and lifted something wrapped in leaves from the cot behind her and gave it to Moran. Moran unwrapped the package, and inside he found an old pot, cracked and broken in two. What is this pot? He asked. And why did you not wait for me like I asked you to? And finally Inara spoke, and she said to Moran, I made this pot for you, my dear Moran, when you left, because I wanted it to be my marriage gift to you. But when many, many years passed, I finally realized that you did not love me the way I loved you, and to live hoping otherwise would be death. But I want to marry you, cried Moran. I came back. But Inara just nodded at the broken pot in Moran's hands and said, Like an old pot that is left without care, a heart may break in two, and a broken heart can never be mended. And so Inara turned away, never to speak with Moran again, and Moran's heart, like the pot that was left untended, broke in two, because absence makes a heart brittle. This was the tale of homecoming, my tale, and I told it in my own words as told to me by my teacher, and as I will tell it to my student when the time comes.
Bye, Nima.
Goodbye, April.
We literally have to do this 3 more times. Oh my god, damn it, fuck this.
Hi, Saina.
Hi, April.
Do you know one of the 4 tales of winds, stars, sea, and homecoming?
Yes, my mommy taught me the tale of the stars. It's a really pretty story. Do you want me to tell it?
Please, Saina, I would like that very much.
Okay. This is my tale, the tale of stars, and I tell it to you in my own
I'm gonna
words,
listen to this
as
story
it was
all
told
the
to me
way.
by my teacher, in her words. In the small village of Jinjay near the rumbling hills of Onion, there lived a girl called Mona. She was a curious girl, and she would always get in the way of grown elation. Go play somewhere else, they would say to Mona, but she didn't want to play with the other children. She wanted to be where the grown-ups were, to see what they were doing, and learn from them. But one day, after getting many complaints from the pottery makers, and guardsmen, and traders, and soldiers in the village, Mona's mother told her that she wasn't to interfere with the grown-ups anymore, and that instead she could go play with the other children, or sit still and draw or work with clay. But Mona was always curious, and now, since she wasn't to be among the grown elation anymore, she decided
As
to
if you
go
remember a few
exploring
hours
the
ago
forest
when a
that lay
cross
just
between
outside of the
Woody
village
and
of
Indiana
Jinjay.
Jones went to Toy
She had
Hell to
many
fight
times been
Giant
forbidden
Sonic
to enter the forest
and rescue a
because it
doll
could
who
be
is
a
literally
dangerous
just a
place.
giant
But
ass.
Mona was very curious. Of course, she wasn't planning on going far.
I'm
into the
listening to this
forest,
child
but then
bird
her eye
demon
caught sight
monster
of a white
tell me a
flufftail
lesson
hopping
about
through the tall grass, and Mona, curious as ever, gave chase. The
I don't
flufftail
even know
ran
what this
away
lesson
into
is
the
about,
forest,
but
and
like
Mona
we just
followed,
listened to
blind
a
where she
story
was
about
going,
how
and interested only in
a
catching
broken
the
heart
white
can't be
flufftail
mended,
so that she
like
could
some
keep
sort
it
of
as a pet.
Aesop sable or
But then,
tale,
after a good while, the flufftail disappeared into a hole in the ground,
and I
leaving
wanna
Mona alone in a
die.
small clearing, somewhere deep inside the forest. She was exhausted after running after the flufftail for so long, and as she looked around the clearing at the unfamiliar trees and flowers, she
Yeah, in
realized
terms of
that
like
she hadn't
April
been
learning
paying
the stories
attention
of
to where
these
she was
people
going.
in order to
After
save
the
them, this
first
is like this is the
curiosity
heroic
gotten
cycle,
the better of
and
her,
and they
this
followed
time
it,
was serious.
and I can't
Mona
fault
was
them
too
for
young to
following
fly,
it.
and she had very little sense of
Also, this
direction.
is what you
And
did
chasing the white flufftail
in the
had made her
new
dizzy
modern
and
age of
tired.
adventure game
It was
PC
getting
adventure
darker,
games.
and Mona was all alone
It's just
in the deep,
games
dangerous
have come a
forest,
long
too
way.
sleepy and too scared to be able to go
Games have
anywhere.
come a long way
Mona
since
curled up
1999.
with her wings wrapped around her under the leaves of a tree, and began crying. Soon it got really dark, and somewhere, not
Dog,
far away, wolves started howling at the moon. Mona was so scared, she was petrified, but after a while her exhaustion got the better of her, and she fell asleep. She woke up when she heard a voice calling her from somewhere far above. Looking
It's
up
just
at
very
the
talky. Yes,
starry
this is
sky,
a very
Mona
talky game.
saw a vision of
But
the spirits of
they already
5
spent their
tellers
budget
gazing
on
down at her.
the CG
You have let
cutscenes.
your
They can't.
curiosity
They
lead
gotta
you
make do with
astray,
what
said
they've got.
one. You are lost, and you deserve to be lost, said another. Poor little
Oh right,
girl,
this lesson's
said a
about
third.
curiosity killed the
We
cat.
will help you home, said a fourth. But remember this, said the 5th spirit. We will lead you back to your village and to your mother only if you promise us one thing. I promise, said Mona. Whatever it is, I promise I will do it. Very well, said the 1st spirit. You will make the story of this night into your own tale, and you will call it
They-
the Tale of Stars.
This is a lot of talking
It
by
will
this
be
little
a
kid. I
tale
hope
to
this
warn
little
the
kid got
curious.
paid
Be
scale.
careful, continued
Like
the
I hope
3rd spirit.
I hope
And to not
the team
let the
behind this
curiosity
did
get
not
the better
violate child
and,
labor
said
laws.
the 2nd spirit, to remind the elation that the spirits of their tellers
We're not
watch
listening
out
to
for
the
them
old guy
when
and
they
the other
most
guy.
need.
We're gonna.
And so the spirits of the 5 tellers guided Mona through the forest, and by dawn she was home. And Mona did tell her tale, the tale of stars, to everyone in the village, so that everyone would remember that the curious must be cautious, and that
Like,
the
it's not
spirits
even
of the
easy
tellers
to,
are
like,
always watching.
process what they're saying. It's just a lot of
and I told it in
proper
my own words,
nouns,
as
and
my
it's
teacher
just
did to me.
reams and reams of
That was
text.
a beautiful tale, Saina.
Thank you.
Bye-bye, Saina.
You're leaving again? I wish you could stay.
Me too, Saina, believe me.
This is there's a self-seriousness to this which transcends all of April's snarky comments. Like, yeah, April's being polite to these people because the whole point is that at this point April has kind of matured and understands that she needs to treat these foreign cultures, these fantasy cultures. Please, game, I'm clicking him.
I look like a real sailor.
Just
Makey, do you know one of the 4 tales of winds, stars, sea, and homecoming?
Mine is the tale of sea, human.
Okay.
Would you mind telling it to me?
I would be happy to do so. This is the tale of sea, told in my own words, as it was told to me by my teacher in his words, and to him by his teacher.
This guy talks way too fucking slow.
This was a very, very long time ago, when the elate
Ah, shit, look at this. I accidentally sped through this.
Set out
Ah, shit. Fuck, dog. Ah, no. What have I done? It's the end of the world. Dude. 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 That was a lot. That was a lot. I see why people love this game. Yeah, I there was a time in my life when I loved this game as much as the...
So, Isam, that's your name, isn't it?
Yes,
I wouldn't say I
Isam
hate this game.
of Tamar.
A good-looking guy like you must get a lot of attention from the girls, right?
Are you asking me for courtship?
Me? No. Wings don't do anything for me.
This seems
I was
racist.
just thinking, maybe you had your eye out for somebody special?
I'm without a mate. The women of Tamar are cold and unfriendly, and whenever I try to talk to one of them, she ignores me.
Dog, I can relate.
Even Nima?
Nima? No, she's too pretty for me. She won't appreciate my attention.
This is like high school. Trust me, Isam. You go talk to her one of these days, and I'm sure you'll find you have a lot in common. Just be yourself, okay?
You think so? Perhaps you are right. I will do as you say, Windbringer. Thank you.
Do you know one of the 4 tales of winds, stars, sea, and homecoming?
Yeah, bird incel.
Mine is the tale of winds, Windbringer. Do you wish to hear it?
Yes.
Very much.
Then I shall tell it. This is in the village of Karan, in the mountains of tall winds, there lived a young Alatian woman named Iwana. Iwana
Karan?
had one
That's a
desire
different story.
above all others, to soar higher and farther than anyone else. And even though her wings were no broader,
Oh, dude, is this
nor her body
literally going to be the
sleeker than
story
anyone
of
else's,
Icarus?
she pursued this foolish desire without rest.
Guys, you literally plagiarized
As
the
time
story of
passed,
Icarus. She flew
did
too
soar
close to the
higher,
sun, right?
And she did fly farther than the other young Elation in her village, and her name became known far and wide amongst the tribes of the mountains of tall winds. But still, Iwana was not happy. She was not happy because, in her vanity, even though she was a better flyer than almost everyone else, and to
Big
her eyes, she was still
bird
not good
caress.
enough. She wanted to be so much better than anyone else that she would be remembered for all time as the best flyer amongst all the Elation. And so one day, Iwana decided to climb to the top of Mount Bactaana, the Tower of Light, and to soar from those giddy heights to the ends of the world.
Nope.
Her
Nope, I
friends
heard
and her
about
family
Bach
pleaded
to
with her
Anna,
that
and it's
Wana
like,
would
this
head
is
north to those
way
who were
too
thin air,
much,
and Van
dog.
that
What the
was the
fuck? God, it's just so much lore. It's just so much. And like I've said before, like, if this was my first time playing this game, I would absolutely take the time to learn everything. This is my third time playing this game. I've heard these stories before.
Are you ready for the questions now?
Yes,
Sure.
ask me the questions.
In the Tale of Winds, which mountain did Iwana fall from in her vain attempt
Actually, we heard
to
that
fly
part. Mountain
higher
Bach to
and
Anna.
further than anyone else?
Mount Bach to Anna. That's right. You don't even... Actually, no. You know what? I know what happens if you don't hear the stories. Mount Everest, Mount Kilimanjaro, and then I have no idea. You just need to hear the story for the correct answer to finally appear.
Mount Bactaana, the Tower of Light.
That is correct. In the Tale of Stars, what did Mona see in the sky that helped her find her way home?
The spirits of five tellers.
That is correct. In the Tale of Sea, what creature did the Lost One battle in his quest to recover the sacred jewel?
Yaktawu.
The Octawo?
That is correct. My final question to you is this. In the Tale of Homecoming, what was given to Moran by his teller when he returned from his pilgrimage?
A broken pot.
A broken pot, to teach him that absence may break a heart in two.
You have correctly answered all my questions, and so have proven your knowledge of the four tales. You are the Windbringer. The teller would see you presently.
Okay, thank you. Hey, lady, how you doing? I think that this is also a long lecture.
Come closer, human. Closer. I cannot see your face. Closer still. Come sit here by me. There you are. You see, my eyes are not what they used to be. Ages ago, I could spot a ladybug crawling up a straw of grass from
I actually think this
15
voice
tree
actor is
lengths
great.
up. Now, I have a hard time seeing my supper. But my ears, balance be praised, my ears, they are as good as ever. I could hear you outside, learning the tales my children tell. You are a good listener and a fast learner.
They were interesting stories, and your people told them well.
That is what we do. The elation are the keepers of the tales, and I am their teller, the one who must know all the tales told since the day we came to this world.
How can you do that? How can you remember every story ever told?
The secret is to tell them often and to tell them in your own words, not the words of your ancestors.
Doesn't that mean that the stories change with every generation?
Yes, as all tales must. Change
So
is
I
important.
remember I ended
Otherwise,
up
the
looking
tales
this
will
up.
have
This
no
is
meaning
voiced
to
by
us.
a woman
They
by
will
the
just
name
be
of Helen
words.
Stenborg.
We do not care about the words. We care about
Who
what
I believe
the words
died
tell
like
us.
10 years ago.
How long have your people been telling stories?
But she was like a stage
Since
actor
the
and like a
beginning,
Tony
human.
Award-winning stage
Since we
actor.
came to this world a long, long time ago.
You're not from Earth? From Arcadia?
Not according to our tales. We came on a great wind before the divide, when the earth was one and humans had yet to learn of magic and science. But we were a different people then, and the tales we tell from that time are vague and incomplete. Like myths and legends, the younger elation pay little attention to these tales. Sometimes I worry they will be lost with me, these tales.
This voice acting is
and
good.
I am getting old, very old.
I came to you to find answers to some important questions.
Ask, and I will try my best to answer.
Have you heard of an ancient god or dragon that lives beneath the sea?
Once, long ago, when my people lived in harmony with the Merim, there were stories of an old god worshipped by the Merim who resided deep in the darkest depths of the ocean.
Oh, by the way, this
According
whole
to
like
legend, the old god
storyline with
once brought
these
the Merim into their
bird
realm,
and
into
sea
the
people,
ocean, and he
they
was now
completely
sleeping,
discard this in
resting
the second
before
and
the
third
journey
game.
back.
Back where?
We never see the conclusion
To
of
a
it.
great ocean amongst the stars. When the time came, he would gather the Merim and bring them home with him, back to their world, to their ocean. Strangely enough, we have a similar tale. It is said that the great wind that brought us here will someday return to bring us back to a place where we can soar forever on warm winds.
Like heaven.
In a way, perhaps, but without the need for any of us to die. The great wind will just sweep us up and carry us away. Every evening before I go to sleep, I recite this tale to myself. It is a comforting one.
Okay.
What do you know about the Dryad kin?
Kin are numbered 4, or so our tales tell. 2 in this world, 2 in the other. The mirror world. The white and the blue, the red and the green.
Do you know where they are?
No, the tales never say. The kin are elusive. They keep to themselves. I have never seen one myself, and I doubt any of my kind has. The tales do say that our past and our future are tied to the fate of the kin, but how I would not pretend to know. This is one tale that has yet to be told.
Do you know anything about the Guardian's realm?
This is human business. Would you not know more than I?
Your people are the keepers of the tales. You remember more than humankind has forgotten. Please, I need to hear what you know.
That is very little. The Guardian's realm is home to the Guardian in his tower. No one is permitted within except the Guardian who was, the Guardian who is, and the Guardian who will be. And of course the Dryad kin, who were instrumental in its making.
Have you ever heard of the existence of a hidden entrance to his realm?
Oh, yes. Yes, I have heard tell of such a thing, though I would not know where it is. I gather that one of the kin may be able to tell you.
Thank you. I don't have any more questions.
I am glad I could help you with some answers.
I'm the Windbringer.
I know you are. It's strange to me to hear those words spoken. I did not think they would be in my lifetime. But here you are, standing in front of me as real as the sky is blue.
It's worth mentioning how
I'm sorry
positive
I have to ask, but
this fantasy
what
adventure
is.
is.
What is it that the Windbringer is supposed to do for you?
There is
not
the
expect
element
you
that
to walk
the
in here and
world
have
of
all the
magic is
answers,
more
child.
positive and
the balance has both blessed you and cursed you, and it has sent you here to do
and life
what
affirming
it
for
wills.
April than the world of
The
Stark.
Windbringer is said to be the first sign of the great wind that will take us away from here. For a long time, the Elation have lost the strength they used to have. Our bones have become weak, and our wings fragile. Where we used to be able to soar for days on strong winds, we are now using our legs to walk rather than fly.
Defend Dreamfall is I like
Why
them
this is, we do not know.
taking the magic out of Arcadia.
Tian.
You know of the reason for this?
I'm just guessing, but it makes sense. Go on.
The tales also say that the Windbringer will unite us with our past and end the age-old strife.
I know. You must make peace and be reunited with the Merim. You share a common ancestry.
I have always thought we did. The tales were too similar, the signs clear. But my people, they will have a difficult time understanding why and how this can be.
If you don't, both the Elation and the Merim will die out. When war broke out between your people and you were forced to move up into the mountains, it compromised a precarious symbiosis. A substance called Tanyan was abundant where the Merim and the Elation lived in close proximity. It brought fish and heat and light to both your people. But now, living up in the mountains, your way of life, your diet, your customs and habits, they've all changed. And that's probably the cause of your brittle bones and fragile wings.
Then we must make peace with the Merim and restore the balance between us, so as to strengthen us both and prepare us for the journey that will surely come soon. When our sitting is over, I will speak to my people, and I will elect one representative from the Elation to meet with the Merim in the place of your choosing to open a dialogue.
I guess it's time for you to talk to your people and for me to make arrangements with the Merim.
Where do you wish for our meeting to take place, Windbringer?
You want me to decide? Well, I know. Send your ambassador down to the ancient caves by the beach. Inside, there are remnants of an old Elation settlement and a Merim city. It's a good place for your two people to meet, don't you think?
Yes.
Like, these two people are just like, I'm gonna help you. Thank you for helping me. This is what I'm going to do. Can you help me do this other thing that I need to do? It's like, I can't help you all the way, but I'll try my best. Like, again, as dark and twisted as certain parts of this journey are, just life affirming.
Then we must make haste and arrangements. It is an important day, so let us not waste light.
And again, one of the reasons why people hate Dreamfall is it's more cynical and darker and grittier.
It's amazing. This place is so beautiful. And the scent of sea and rock and mist. This scent is of home. This was home a long, long time ago, according to the tales. We lived in peace with the with the Merim back then.
Now you'll be able to live in peace again. And with the Tanyan bringing fish to your doorstep, you'll be able to eat well and restore strength to your bones. Soon you might even be able to soar on the winds for days like you used to do.
I hope you are right, Windbringer. And I hope that the Merim will see the sense in it too. They are coming, are they not?
They said they would. Hush, I hear something.
We are here, Waterstiller, as was promised.
Good. Now, as representatives of your respective peoples, you, the Queen of Amiram City, and you, guard to the Elation Teller, must fulfill the prophecy and join the two parts of the one stone.
We hope that our peoples may be joined again, Elation, and that we may live in peace and prosper.
As do we, Merim, and we pledge to do all we can for this to happen.
Look at this. This CG is actually kind of impressive for 1999.
The stone is now whole, Windbringer, and the Elation and the Merim will once again be as one. You may take it with you.
Thank you. The both of you.
Come now, April, and we will take you to our
The weird thing
sleeping
is
god.
that this chapter,
May his wisdom guide you
Reunification
and
Chapter
lead
8,
you
is
down
like
the right
the
path.
last long chapter. I really do think that this third act of Chapter 8 could have been broken into Chapter 9. But traditionally, chapters are meant to be like, not half-half, half Arcadia, half Stark. But now we need to find one of the old gods, except it's not evil Cthulhu monster. This looks good. This still, I feel like, visually is interesting.
That's a weird rock. It just doesn't look natural.
Ah, there's a small orifice.
It's a large shell. I wonder how deep it goes and what it contains. It's a large shell. It's a large shell. I wonder how deep it goes and what it contains. It's soft and spongy. It's some kind of organic sensor. It's a large shell. I wonder how deep it goes and what it contains.
Okay, let's talk to it.
Hello? Is anybody in there? Spooky. Well, I guess it's an invitation of sorts.
Let's enter the big orifice. Go in the orifice. You see an orifice, you go in it.
There's air in here. And it's dry. I swear I'm never taking a bath again.
This is clearly the eye of the monster.
That doesn't look like a natural protrusion. It's too big and round.
Try knocking.
I know you. Do not be afraid. I know what you are.
You do?
Yes. Yes. What would you hear? I do not like to be disturbed. I wish to be left alone. I wish to rest until the day of ascension.
I'm sorry to disturb you, but I need some answers.
Everyone needs answers. Everyone has questions. I am not the oracle. I cannot answer all your questions.
expect you to answer all of them, but I was hoping for an answer to at least some of them.
Then ask and be gone.
What am I?
What do you mean?
You said you know what I am. What am I?
You do not know. Then it is not I who should teach you about your heritage. You must make this discovery on your own.
Listen, I'm tired. I'm wet. I'm at the bottom of the sea, and I'm breathing with the help of a polyp stuck in my esophagus. So just cut the Buddhist bullshit about a journey of self-discovery and answer my question. Please?
Your question has already been answered. That is all I will tell you. Your journey began with an answer.
That's so not helpful, but thank you. I'm looking for a jewel called the Dragon's Eye.
Yes, I have one such jewel.
I guess that's it.
Take it.
Are you sure?
Take it. It is yours now. It is part of your destiny.
Okay. Tell me if it hurts. What is the day of Ascension?
The day when the kin return home. When my siblings come to me, and we rise toward the stars for our journey back to our cradle. This is the day of Ascension.
So you're going back to wherever it is you came from?
We will, eventually, when everything is ready.
When what's ready?
I will not answer that question. It is not necessary for you to know.
I need to know where I can find the gateway to the Guardian's realm.
So you come to me.
They told me, well, they as in the few people who could tell me anything at all, they told me that if anyone would know, it'd be you.
I know. When the earth was divided, there was a doorway left open where the tower was built.
But it's moved, hasn't it? That spot. When Stark and Arcadia were created, that spot moved somewhere else.
Into the sky. Amongst the stars.
But where?
I knew you were coming. Your journey has not been a quiet one. Even down here, I could hear you. I speak with the Dark People. They are my messengers. They have prepared a map for you.
Oh, right, the Dark
with
People.
The entrance you are looking for.
You knew I was coming and why? Then, okay, I know this is probably a futile question, but why didn't you send the Dark People to me earlier? You could have saved me a lot of time and hard work.
You are afraid of time and hard work.
No, but it's the principle of it, isn't it?
I just love this.
No,
She's just so sick and tired of everyone's bullshit.
You had prophecies to
Would I recommend this game? Sure. You just have to be tolerant for a lot of talking.
Together in preparation. This was important. And for that,
I will always make the argument that Siberia is better than The Longest Journey.
now I wish to sleep.
This is
You
the
said
second
something
best
about a
adventure
map?
game ZP has streamed.
The dark people have it. They will meet you.
Yeah, this is probably slightly below Indiana Jones
What?
and the Fate of
Now?
Atlantis.
Yes. Hold.
Oh yeah, the puzzles are absolutely illogical. Use a guide. There's actually a really good Steam guide. I like to think that Sin from Final Fantasy X was inspired a little bit by this. Not really. Yeah, still try it out eventually.
The ship is enshrouded in a thick fog, very mystic-like. Thanks for taking me on board.
Who are you?
If you're having a hard time finishing
well, I
Fate of
thought you-
Atlantis,
I mean,
do Wit's Path.
didn't the old dragon... Well, I'm April Ryan, from Stark, and I guess you're a dark person.
But who are you?
I'm just a student, not anybody special.
You are special. Who are you?
I'm not. I'm just... I'm the Windbringer. I'm the Water Stiller. I'm April Bondu Mbata of the Banda and the Venar Kangang La. I'm a shifter. I will someday become the 13th Guardian, the protector of the balance. And I'm April Ryan. This is who I am.
Yes, that is who you are. And you are a wave.
Why am I, a wave?
You have a purpose. You play an important part in the cosmos. A wave is someone who propels people and events toward change.
Getting late,
towards the
so
future.
I'll probably call it when we're done with this stuff with the
And
dark people.
That's what I do?
You are a wave. There are ripples from your passing, and they spread wide and far. Those ripples will never die down. The worlds will be changed by your journey.
You're telling me that everything I do affects the universe?
You cannot escape it. You are a wave.
The ancient dragon, the blue of the Drake kin, told me you had a map for me.
A map of stars, yes. It was made for you in our library, and given to me to hold. It is yours now. Keep it well. It is the only one.
I'm looking for an ancient stone given to you by the Sentinel, the Fathers.
You came for the stone. Of course we have it with us. Our ship would not have been chosen to meet you were it not for the stone we carry with us.
This is like a
waiting around
horrible
for me to show
disconnect
up
between
so
this
they
game
can
and
give me
Dreamfall.
stuff.
So
Who knew
everyone
adventuring was gonna be this
believes
easy?
and trusts in April
It will
Ryan
not
being
always be so easy.
this prophetic
Of that I can
figure
assure you.
to bring
But
forth
here is our stone.
destiny of
We
prosperity,
entrust it to you,
or
as we were
basically
instructed to
create
do
the land
when
of
the
milk and
fathers
honey.
first
And then in
entrusted it to
Dreamfall,
us.
no one helps her.
Can this ship take me back to Marcuria?
I mean, would you mind?
We will bring you to Marcuria henceforth. It will take the night, but we will be there at first light.
Yeah, Paula Tredis.
That's fine. Thanks a lot.
You are free to rest here, to sleep, while we travel. The flames will keep you warm, but do not move too far away. My brothers are not friendly with outsiders. They do not take kindly to intrusion.
Hey, Dune fans, you want to talk about Leto Atreides the Second? When Dune gets weird and bad. Yeah, this is literally chapter 9. We're gonna save.
Did you sleep?
Very comfortably, thanks. Where are we?
In the Marcuria harbor.
But there are barely any ships here.
I do not know why. We must leave you here. We have other business. Carry your wave into the future, April.
Whatever that means, I'll try. Where did all the ships go? They're gone. This can't be a good sign. I mean, duh. The city looks strangely quiet and deserted. And the sky, those are not ordinary clouds. They look more like smoke. What's going on here?
Alright, so we'll save the game. Let's go to April's diary. We will read a couple of these entries and then move on. Captured, kidnapped, abducted by mermen. I'm trapped underwater in a tiny little bubble of air. And why am I not panicking about now? If I'm ever gonna panic, this would be a good time. I'm claustrophobic and have a fear of water. This situation combines all my phobias into one little package, and yet I feel relaxed. Like it's all gonna be okay. It's gonna work itself out. April, listen to me. You're screwed. How are you gonna get out of this one? By using your head? Right, my head. That'll help me breathe underwater. No, what I need is some scuba diving equipment. Either that or gills. I need to talk to these mer people. Find out why they saw fit to rescue me and bring me here. The Meru Rune Queen believes I may be what they call the water stiller. Why not? After all, I am April Bandu Mbata, and I'm probably what the Vinar call the Kanangla. So why not the water stiller? Thing is, this time I have to prove it. The water stiller is supposed to uncover an ancient shrine and bring light to the darkness, which I've already done. Then I have to show some proof of my mission, the talisman, which the captain locked away in the chest, and kill a snapjaw. Kill a snapjaw. What am I? An Amazon hunting woman person? I think not. I have a hard time smacking a fly. But if I want to get out of here... The talisman probably went down with the ship. I wonder how difficult it would be to get a hold of it. One minute. All right. I am the water stiller. How strange it is to be so insignificant yet so important. There are so many who have been waiting for me, or somebody like me to come and bring hope into their lives. It's truly amazing. And even more amazing, I am able to cope with it. I'm still in denial, no question about that, but I'm warming up to the idea that I'm actually not just some tiny speck of dust in the cosmic infinity, but a person with a mission, with a place and a purpose. Right now, my purpose is to find the Italian, and to reunite them with the Meru, so that both species can thrive once more. That done, I can find out what the Alatians know, and then pay a visit to this sleeping god of the Mayroon. I'm counting on this guy being one of the kin. If not, I've got no idea what to do next. Back home at this time, I'd be safely snug up in a bed, safe in the knowledge that it's Saturday. I've got nowhere I have to be. I can just relax all day long, maybe go to the cafe, hang out for a while, maybe go to the park, whatever. This all started a week ago yesterday, 1 week of mysteries and danger and strange revelations about the very nature of the cosmos, and I'm still reasonably sane. At least that accounts for something. Now I know there's an Altian village somewhere on Alai. The question is where, and how do I get there? If the Meru and Alatians used to live close to each other, the village should be somewhere down by the sea, maybe right around the corner. I found this crab-like creature on the beach, and it looked like it was in pain, like it was getting slowly strangled or something. It was really sad, but I couldn't do anything. The thing is just too big and solid for me. I need someone to help me. Somebody big and strong. Where do I find a person like that on an island like this? Found out why the island keeps rumbling. It's not an imminent volcanic eruption, as I'd feared, but rather the snoring of a very, very large man, transmitted through a kind of telephone to a large speaker in the middle of the island. With all this snoring going on, nobody's getting any work done, and that's a bad thing. So I need to wake this guy, Quamon, up, somehow. And the key to this, puzzle? The key to this puzzle is, I think, these telephones that are scattered around the island. The Mayroon... The Mayroon and the Altian are well on the road... the Altian are well on the road to forging a lasting union, and I hope this will bring prosperity to them both. They've suffered enough as it is, and I'm happy I had a chance to help them come to terms with their past and to face the future together. Okay, April is getting a little sentimental here, but who can blame me? I worked hard to get them talking. Damn it, so I deserve a little credit. At any rate, the journey continues this time into the lair of the Merum sleeping god. Unfortunately, the Altian weren't able to tell me as much as I would have liked, but at least I have another stone now. That makes 2, and I'm pretty certain this god, this Draken, will be able to help me out with some definite answers. I deserve that too. The ancient dragon, the Meron sleeping god, was obtuse, like most creatures I've met this past week, but at least he gave me one of the 4 jewels I need to complete the stone disc, and he's taking me to the Dark People, and apparently they will give me a map of the stars, where the entrance to the Guardian's realm is now located. Amongst the stars. How the hell am I gonna get up there? Well, I'll deal with that problem later on. For now, I'll just keep obsessing about what the dragon said, about who I am, what I am. He said that my journey began with an answer, and it's only now that I know the question. What does that mean? I feel I should know that the answer is just right there in front of me, but I can't grasp it. I hate this font so much. I just don't know what he means, and it is really, really frustrating. Last page, and then we'll call the stream. How many weird and mysterious people are there in Arcadia? It seems for every normal person, and I mean that in the broadest possible sense. There are 5 or 6 strange, obtuse, meandering creatures with a tendency to speak really slowly and say things like, "Who are you?" And I see your path, April, and it's not an easy one. And it's destiny. Like, hello, update your vocabulary already, learn some new words, lighten up, wear plaid, whatever. That said, I kind of like these dark people. Scary, yes, and probably heavily into the goth scene, but they gave me exactly what I wanted. The star map and the third piece of the stone disc, with a minimum of talk and no strings attached. They even brought me right back to Mercuria, where, alien or not, I can at least find my way around. If only the city didn't look so empty and dark. What's going on? And that's gonna kind of be where we pick up next time. Nope, nope. Nope, 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 no, 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 no. Not now. Oh, shit. Really, Bit Defender? You're gonna just, like, shit the bed right there? Fucking. It is late. It is late. It is late. So I'm gonna call it. I will try to stream something tomorrow because I'm gonna be going on vacation soon. But anyways, yeah, we did a lot today. And I want to thank everyone who saw us at the end, or maybe you just saw you at the beginning. Stay safe out there, get some good sleep, and good night.